Hello, welcome to Culture Hash. Today we're going to talk about a new EP from a rising British singer-songwriter. We're looking at the Why Her Not Me EP by Grace Carter. So Grace Carter is a Brighton-based singer-songwriter who mainly performs acoustic, thoughtful, ballady pop music. There are elements of soul and R&B, especially in Grace Carter's vocal delivery, but the sparse instrumentals and general vibe and songwriting and construction here makes this more of a piano pop sort of style of music. Grace Carter was recently named on the BBC Sound of 2019 long list alongside LMA and Octavian. This is a list that the BBC compiles every year of rising musicians. Previous acts who have appeared in this list have included Stormzy and Years. So to a degree, it's a harbinger of success. It's refreshing to see Grace Carter with her acoustic-led, stripped-back sound making the BBC's long list, and it will certainly give more attention to a really interesting, aspiring musician, which I suppose is the whole point of the BBC long list. Why Her Not Me is Grace Carter's sophomore EP. It features 7 tracks, the standout being the title track, Why Her Not Me. This is a brilliantly written song. It really addresses the emotional subjects of abandonment and rejection, and Grace Carter's emotional delivery really adds a gravitas and power to her vocals. This is a really sensitive subject for Grace Carter. It deals with the abandonment and the issues she felt when she was a young girl and she was abandoned by her birth father. And she asks, why has her father chosen this new family to shower with unconditional love when she feels like everything's conditional for her? I love the lyrics on here. She really just puts everything into the writing of this track. This EP's got a lot of emotive moments, but Why Her Not Me is certainly the strongest and clearest indication of Grace Carter's style and where she should develop as a young musician. I love the lyric about how the smell of the cigarettes from her father in her clothes stuck around longer than he did in her life. The video really brings this home. It's quite powerful. You see Grace going from a child to how she is now. And it does a great job of explaining the powerful emotions that Grace is feeling and really brings this narrative to life. The video's great. It's worth watching for sure. I like how Why Her Not Me is structured as well. The instrumental builds quite subtly and gradually in the background. It doesn't really build up to a crescendo, but it certainly drives the track forward. There's some subtle work with the drums and the percussion here, and it just keeps this energy going and it feels really raw. Grace Carter's worked with Mike Dean in the past. Mike Dean is well known for his work with the Houston rap scene and Kanye West and most recently Beyonce. And although Mike Dean doesn't produce this track, it's clear that Grace Carter has learned a lot about structuring and arrangement from working with experienced musicians like Mike Dean. Another powerful track from this EP is Saving Grace. This track is dedicated to Grace Carter's mother. I really like the lyrics in the chorus about not holding hands with the devil, being warned away from that behaviour because it would affect her life. Grace Carter's songwriting is really strong throughout this EP, and she's got so many nice little clever moments like that. I like how it's built around the double meaning of saving grace, and Grace obviously referring to the singer's first name. This is one of the more upbeat and, dare I say, more enjoyable, fun tracks on this EP. A lot of the other tracks are quite sombre and considered, and a lot of them blend into each other, such as Silhouette transitioning into Waiting Room. Both these tracks sort of blend into each other, and the main tracks that catch my attention are Why Her Not Me as well as Saving Grace. These 2 tracks are really well written and really capture your attention going through this EP. I feel like Grace Carter is still finding her style. She's still trying different things out. Her style seems to be mainly based around piano pop and stripped back instrumentals. She's more of a slow tempo considered artist and definitely draws heavy inspiration from Adele and Alicia Keys. From these 7 tracks, Why Her Not Me and Saving Grace really stand out as Grace Carter coming to terms with her style, while the remaining 5 tracks feel a bit more akin to what other artists are doing within the acoustic piano pop sort of style. I'm very encouraged by these 2 standout tracks, and I like hearing Grace Carter really just honing her style here. I'm looking forward to hearing from her in future. I think she's got great talent, especially with regards to songwriting. Her voice is really nice, really smooth, and she does a great job of projecting these emotions to the listener. to really convey these emotions that she's writing about. So for me, the Grace Carter Why Her Not Me EP is worthy of 6 out of 10.